BabyTV.
Good morning, MJ. Why are you so sweaty?
Grandma, it's so hot today. The sun is so strong.
You're right. It's very hot today. Come sit beside me. The fan will cool you off.
That's much better.
You know, MJ, there are places where it's much warmer than it is here in the jungle.
Really? Where?
In the desert, for instance. The desert is much hotter. However, there are some animals that live there. Come, let me show you.
Really? Which animals live in the desert?
Well, the camel, for instance. The camel lives in the desert.
A camel! Sure! What an amazing animal!
Camels are amazing animals, and they live in the desert.
It seems so hot in the desert. The ground must be really hot. How can he manage without a fan?
The body of the camel is especially suited for the heat.
How?
Well, their long legs, for instance.
How do the long legs help the camel?
Because their legs are long, their body is far from the hot ground, making it cooler for the camel.
Grandma, I know there's not much water in the desert. How does the camel live without water?
That's true, MJ. There really isn't much water in the desert. But the camel can live without water for a few days.
A few days? Wow! I could never last a few days without water.
Neither could I. That's because we're not camels.
Grandma, what's that thing the camel has on its back?
That's called a hump.
A hump? I bet it's where the camel stores its water.
That would be an excellent idea. But the camel does not store its water in the hump. It's just the way its body is built.
I would like to stroke its hump.
I'm sure the camel would like that. You see, MJ, the camels live in a herd, a group of camels together.
But Grandma, why aren't they moving?
Because when it's hot, it's best not to move around too much, so you don't get too tired. They move around more in the early morning and in the evening. Can you guess why?
Because it's not as hot then?
That's right. MJ, why aren't you moving?
So I don't get tired. Grandma, standing still makes me really tired. It's much more tiring than moving. Grandma, what do camels eat?
They eat dry leaves and plants.
That doesn't sound very tasty.
But that's what they can find in the desert. The camel has big, strong teeth, so it can eat the desert plants, which are dry and tough.
He's lucky he has such strong teeth.
And we're lucky to have a riddle now.
A riddle! Yay!
I want to solve Grandma's riddle.
So, here's the riddle. Today, I'd like you to look.
Look at what?
At this picture. What do you see?
It's a mane!
That's right. It's a mane. Who does this mane belong to?
Oh, come on. That's so easy.
If it's so easy, then what's the answer?
We don't have a mane like that. It's not ours. Maybe it belongs to a mouse.
That's not what a mouse looks like. Mice don't have manes.
Then whose mane is it? Maybe it's mine. Do I have a mane? Is that my mane?
That's not what you look like. You don't have a mane like that at all.
Too bad. It's a really nice mane. We know. It's a frog's mane. That's the funniest frog I've ever seen.
That's not what what a frog looks like.
So whose mane is it?
Whose?
Friends, that's a lion's mane.
Of course! I knew it was a lion's mane.
Great! Now we all know who has such a beautiful mane, right?
The lion! The lion!
It's time to go home, guys. Thank you for the riddle, Grandma. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Huh?
BabyTV.